Greetings, I am Tom Merle. On this week's episode, I have a hilarious and deep conversation with actress, comedienne, and my good friend, Travina Springer. Check it out. That's perfect.
You're so cute.
Did I do it right?
It's comedienne. Oh. But it's funny.
Okay. Don't worry. Comedienne. Greetings, I am Tom Earl. As you know, this is my year of courage. We know you could be anywhere, so the fact that you're here today, sharing your greatest gifts, your time and attention, means the absolute world to me and to my amazing and hilarious and super cool guest. She goes by the name of Travina Springer. How's it going?
That's going great. Thank you so much. I appreciate the intro.
Of course, of course. So, Travina is a master underwater deep diver, scuba diver. Mm-hmm. She has been to the moon twice.
Yep.
She's single, and she one day hopes to colonize Mars under the banner of super awesome feminism. So, in a good way, kind of colonizing Mars. What do you think of that intro?
I love it. It's more exciting than I think an accurate one.
Let's play 3 truths and a lie. Was any of that true? Was any of it a lie?
I have been to the moon.
Okay,
right.
But not twice.
But not twice.
Okay, just once? How was it?
It was cold.
It was cold?
It was a little cold, but, you know, equality exists on the moon, so it's nice.
Between, like, you and you? Or was there aliens? Was there aliens on the... Did we land on the moon, or was it a conspiracy?
It's not a conspiracy, even though I believe my grandmother doesn't believe that we ran on the moon.
Okay, your grandmother thinks it's a conspiracy.
Yeah, she's like, you know how they just make up stuff.
Who makes it up?
You know, white people.
Oh, white people.
The government. I think she doesn't believe we really landed on the moon, so...
I know a lot of people who don't believe that.
But I'm like... I could understand that. I think we probably did. I don't know. Because, you know, white people can't keep their hands off of stuff.
True.
So it's like, yeah, something else to conquer. Oh, people living there? Yeah, that sounds right.
Yes, indeed.
I love you, Tom.
We have meetings. I've been on them. This is what we say.
I can't wait.
We're like, moon. Can't keep our hands off.
Yeah,
That's literally the name of the document.
Moon can't keep her hands off it. What people are living or think somebody's there, perfect. So they're probably aliens. They probably went and coughed on them and killed off the aliens. Then took the pictures. And look what we discovered.
I agree.
And put an American flag on it.
This is part documentary, part interview.
Oh God.
We're off to a good start.
Yes. I'm sorry about all the giggling.
People expect it. If we weren't laughing, they would be offended.
Okay.
So our goal in this episode is to get people to laugh out loud at work, because a lot of people listen to this while they're working.
Oh, and not working.
Is to get them while they're at work, like, and then look around, and people are like, "What's so funny over there?"
Yeah.
And they're like, "Nothing."
All right, we can make that happen.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay, we accept the mission?
Yes.
Okay. Let's do the real bio.
Okay.
So, you're a comedian, a hilarious comedian.
Fine, yes.
True?
Yes, that's true.
You're an actor.
Mm-hmm.
Do you prefer actor or actress?
I'm like old school. I like actress and comedienne. And I know a lot of people resist that.
Thought I was just misreading that. That's what that is. Comedienne is like the feminine version.
And I know a lot of people are like, what? We're all the same. I mean, yeah, but I lean into that.
Who tells you that we're all the same?
Well, a lot of some, you know, women, female comedians.
Because I'd love
feminists,
for a male comedian to tell you that. Like,
we're
all equal.
Right? No,
really?
I know, right? We're all the same. No, but I don't have a problem with that, though. So I'll probably get some pushback for that. But I tend to say actress and comedian, like on purpose.
That's dope.
Yeah. Not for everyone. Like, what, sister? I'm like, I don't want equality. I can't lift heavy stuff. And I like someone else to carry my luggage when I am on a plane.
Yes.
And it's time to deboard. I look at the nearest male and I'm like, oh, you can't see me looking at the overhead bin.
I usually also look to the nearest mirror.
That's smart. Make it work for you. Listen, I mean, yeah.
And then, in true white guy fashion, I take the credit.
You take it. You take it.
Like, he takes it down, and I'm like, you're welcome.
You're welcome.
I help facilitate that. Please
Oh
no.
my gosh, that's terrible. No, but yeah, I don't know. I just don't have a problem with it. But I say actor too sometimes.
Yeah, but it's your choice. It's your bio.
Right, that's what I'm saying. If I want to bake cookies in heels,
that'd be dope.
I may have done it.
Vegan cookies?
Yeah, vegan cookies.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you vegan?
Adjacent. I'm vegan-ish. I would say vegan-ish. I'm like vegan, but I eat crab legs.
Okay.
Because they're delicious.
Yes.
But
with butter?
If I'm like at home and we have crab legs, I will use vegan butter.
Okay.
But I have standards and boundaries.
You draw the line at butter.
I sometimes eat butter, but I'm like, I do like, it's, people say maybe pescatarian, but I don't do dairy or eggs.
Okay.
Unless I really want French toast.
Okay. Then you'll French toast it?
Yeah, depending, but I won't break those boundaries for like trash French toast. It has to be good French toast. I have, standards. So if it's like Denny's French toast,
that makes sense.
But like bougie French toast, it's gonna be like the thick bread.
Yeah.
Do you like French toast?
I do like French toast.
Okay. Are you a pancake or a waffle guy?
Not waffle.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if you put like strawberries and whipped cream
dessert,
and pancakes on top.
Yeah. But like of those three, which one would you prefer? Like which one?
Okay, French toast, pancakes, or waffles. I would take some pancakes because you can usually put more stuff inside of them. Like,
inside of
yeah.
Oh,
like
okay.
M&Ms, blueberries.
You put chocolate on your pancakes? That's so
in.
I know, but like...
What were you about to say about people who put chocolate in their pancakes?
I was going to say blasphemous. No, it's
blasphemous.
Not. It's not. That's actually sugar on grits is blasphemous.
Okay. Well, I'm from the Midwest, NY.
You guys put sugar on grits?
So we did oatmeal.
Oh, okay. I was about to say a prayer.
We're like, what's grit?
What's
Grit's
grit?
like when you work hard, right?
All right. Okay. I can see that. So pancakes, you like M&Ms, and what else were you saying?
Like fruit, strawberries, blueberries.
I can see that. And French toast is like, there's kind of a standard.
Yeah, French toast can be fun though with some syrup.
Yes. Syrup, yes. I love French toast. Probably because it's so sweet. I have a sweet tooth.
That was the first thing I learned how to cook.
Really?
Yeah.
French toast?
Yeah.
How do you make it?
You just scramble the egg, and then you put the bread into the eggs, and then you just fry it.
All you do?
That's French toast.
That's when you make your French toast? That's how you do it?
How do you make yours?
Hold on. You just take a scrambled egg.
Yeah, you beat up the eggs, and then you put the bread in the eggs.
And that's all?
And then you put it on the frying pan.
No, okay. When I learned to make French toast, and like when I make it, like if I was making it with eggs, I do that. I mean, I do different things now, vegan adjacent. Yes. But egg, then you also add like cinnamon, and vanilla extract.
Oh wow!
And
you would do this as a 14-year-old?
No, but I'm saying this how
This is how I want to take it to the next level.
I'm thinking like if my mother taught me or something like that, and I think maybe milk is added to that as well a little bit, and
maybe there is milk. Maybe I did do milk too. This was like when me and like my other friends whose parents aren't home until like 9 at night are like, instead of ramen, just watch crack. Like French toast. We're like French toast and ramen.
I don't think I was making French toast at 14, so you were advanced. Advanced culinary skills. I think, something that you would I jazz it up with some other things. And then like we would put cinnamon and sugar on top of it later, but I don't do that now. I realized that was overkill. We love our sugar.
So let's do a little bit of the origin story of how you became the shero that you are today.
Oh, you're very kind. I'd like to know, because please tell me.
Well, let's figure it out.
I'm like, a shero?
So why did you start to get into, which came first, acting or comedy?
I have always been a performer and a funny person, I think, since childhood.
When did you realize you were funny?
That is a good question.
Thank you. I'm good at those.
I mean, I don't really know, but when I watch footage of like videos when I was very young, like 4. I would say funny stuff and just kind of very, when the camera was on, I became someone different.
Would you do home videos?
Oh my gosh. I don't need anybody to see those. My parents are like threatening all the time to put them out. Yes, absolutely. Home videos for sure. And oh yeah, there's songs I would perform. Yes.
So you were called to that expression.
Absolutely.
From a young age.
I remember like in 4th grade was the first time I had like a school play, and I remember being just so excited to perform in this play, and we do it in each class.
Yeah.
I was like, and in 5th grade we had to like come up with the script and costumes, and I took over. So it's like, okay guys, I'm gonna be the nerd. I already have a costume. I'm just gonna make my glasses like fall off my. It was, yeah, heaven for me.
That's wonderful.
But I've always like comedy is just a natural thing. But if you mean like stand up specifically versus acting, it's always been acting first.
Okay. And were the adults in your life supportive of that?
Yes, I'm very lucky. Yeah, they've always. My parents put me in acting classes when I was still in middle school. I have some headshots that don't ever. When people post them for headshot day, I was not posting anything. Y'all do not need to see that. Oh my gosh! And like, yeah, some white lady did my makeup. I had this like bright pink lipstick. There weren't a lot of options in Florida. But anyways, yeah, so they have been very supportive of me. I'm very, very lucky. So they're still, to this day, probably want their reparations. They want to get paid back for all their investment.
What do you think that meant for you as a young person to have parents who supported your dream, especially one that's like, an unknown, like acting?
Yeah. As a child, in hindsight, it was, they always support, like, I wanted to be a doctor for a while, and they were very supportive of that. I remember wanted a microscope for like a birthday gift.
Yeah.
And books. So they always, whatever I was kind of into, they were pretty supportive of doing that. At one point I was taking golf lessons. I don't know why. But yeah, I guess it did mean a lot, but it was also just very normal because it was always like the sky's the limit and we can have access to do what it is we want to do. So
that's powerful.
Yeah, it was really nice.
What a blessing.
Yeah.
Shout out to your parents.
Yeah, they're really great. Mom and dad. I'm really, really lucky though. So they, and for both, my sister and me, they were just very supportive.
That's wonderful. So when did you start to get into stand-up?
I had always wanted to do stand-up, but I was terrified to do it.
Of what?
Going on stage and like not being funny. Or just because I don't have stage fright, but it was just, how do you do this? Get on stage and you're so vulnerable and naked when you do stand-up. Have you tried stand-up, right?
I've done everything but stand-up.
Really?
I mean, I've hosted stuff where I'm funny, and I've done
stand-up adjacent
open mics and sung, but I've nenever done like a stand-up comedy set.
Yeah, it's like kind of like scary, right? Like the idea of, and here everybody knows.
Because it's like instant feedback too.
That's a very good point. Yeah, it's instant, which is also the part that I love about it. So I love live theater and performing live, and that's the high that I get from it because you do get instant feedback versus doing stuff on camera. It's like, well, we hope people watch this or look at it, or you don't know how they're receiving it in their homes. But
I can always tell myself during a poem that they'll snap afterwards.
Yeah.
Like if they're quiet, I can be like, they're just listening. Like I can tell myself this, but you don't like listen to you're not like, I'm really going to think of it. Like you either laugh
or you don't. And it's this thing, laughter is one of those things that's kind of like, it's an involuntary reflex to things, which is kind of cool too. So, yeah, I think I wanted to do stand-up for a long time, but I didn't really like get on a stage for the first time around 2013, 2012.
2013, 2012. So recently.
Yeah, very recently. So. Yeah.
2018 came quick though.
Oh my gosh. How is it 2018 already? Yeah. So I hadn't been doing stand-up for very long when I started getting some success with it.
Were you out of college, in college? Where were you at in your life around that time?
Here.
Here? LA?
Yeah.
So you had graduated, you were out here. Did you what did you study in college in Florida? You like your college too, I saw. What's your college did you go to?
Oh, yes, the Florida State University.
The Florida State?
Yeah.
Is that the one that's in the middle?
No.
That's not Central?
No.
Is that FSU?
FSU, yeah. FSU is in the Panhandle. It's in Tallahassee, the capital.
Is that this one?
Yes, that one, the Tomahawk Chop, yes. Which was started by the Marching Chiefs, the band. Actually, it was an unofficial thing that they would do during the games, and it just got incorporated into the culture of the school now. It's like, I love Florida State. I love college football, like obsessively. My dad went to FSU, and so we're FSU home.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, so like there are pictures of me and my sister like in FSU gear.
Oh.
Very young, so we have a room in the house.
I never experienced college pride until I went to Florida.
Really?
And like in high school, none of us were ever like, go this college.
Really?
But
where are you from again?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, that's right.
But when I went to Florida and was working with high school students, they all had their own little college.
Yeah, it depends. Yeah, it's intense down there.
Yeah.
And
cool.
I hate the Gators. That's our rivals.
Yeah, and they all hate somebody. Listen. Is that the Central one?
Kind of. UCF is technically the University of Central Florida, which is close to where I'm from.
Okay.
But Gainesville is Central-esque, like between the Panhandle and Central Florida.
And I went to I lived in Tampa, so that's USF. Okay.
Yes, on the West Coast, yeah.
That's the Bulls.
Yeah, the Bulls, and they have a very good program too. So Florida has most of the schools there have really good, strong football programs.
Yeah, I think that helps.
Yeah.
Whereas we have Madison.
Yeah. It's a big deal. Like I hate the Gators so much that Florida State did not offer me a scholarship, but University of Florida offered me a scholarship, and I declined it because I could have gone to school for free. And I was like, I'm not going to this school. I had to keep it as evidence.
Okay.
To the point when my dad was like, you can't buy my daughter. I am still paying off those student loans.
But it was worth it.
Yes.
Spite has a price, and it's worth every penny.
No way I would be a Gator and wear those clothes. Like, really, I'm like, if I fell in love with someone and somehow it was revealed, like, this is an early question, like date number 1.
This would be a deal breaker. You're like, so tell me about your friend. Done.
What?
Bill.
I can get over that current crack addiction and the fact that you are a thief, but...
You like the wrong school.
Yeah. The wrong school. This is over.
Did you study theater in school?
I was too scared to study theater in school. Florida State University actually has an amazing theater program. They have a very good, they're the best, like, at the time it was like, no, actually currently it was one of the best, or the best musical theater program in the Southeast. And we have the film school at Florida State. I don't know if you know about this.
I do not.
I'm being an advertising for Florida.
Go for it. It's your loan.
They don't pay me. They keep asking for money. And I'm like, yo, I ain't got it. I don't know what made you think I got it. Right? Inshallah. Yes. Yeah. It's coming. But even then, don't be asking. Student loans. So Florida State has their film school, just like USC has a film school and New York has a film school. And Florida State is arguably the best film school in the nation.
Wow.
So USC and Florida State, and sometimes anybody would go back and forth between who would be the top program. But Barry Jenkins is also an example, one of the alum from Florida State who directed Moonlight.
Oh, wow.
Got his degree from FSU. So like we pop out people like that.
That's dope. That's an amazing person. Did you see Moonlight?
So yes, I did. It was amazing. So just like Ryan Coogler's USC, like, I mean, it's not just West Coast, is all I'm saying. And I didn't study theater. Was kind of scared. You had to audition for it, like my senior year in high school, and I punked out. And so I took some theater classes and did some things, but I ended up settling for the very competitive communication department.
So talk to me about the courage, though, it takes to do the career and to kind of live your truths. Oh,
dear. I would like to know, because I don't know if I have it. Every day I'm like, do I have courage to keep going?
But you do.
I do. It's tough and it's a lot of work, but I just can't imagine doing anything else. So
what does it feel like to know what it is you're passionate about?
It's nice to, it's comforting to know, like, I guess, a general direction. I'm still learning about what I'm specifically passionate about, or what things I'm interested in more than other things. when it comes to entertainment or creating.
Mm-hmm.
But it is helpful because I realize I'm privileged because there are a lot of people who don't know
Mm-hmm.
what they want to do. But I do still ask, like, you know, my creator to guide me towards my purpose, because I'm not 100% sure if I found it, if I've pinpointed it exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know it's within the realm of creating and bringing joy to other people in that way, and touching people that way. But talk about it. I don't know. Lord, please rewind. Guide me.
What's your relationship with God?
I think we're cool, you know? I'm Muslim and I embraced Islam as an adult, and it has been a life-changing thing for me. So I think it's a thing that you live and experience versus do or action alone, if that makes sense.
It does.
Yeah. So.
How do you know when a prayer's been answered or you've been given guidance?
Oh my gosh, that is a good question.
Thank you.
I don't know. That I wish there was like a bell or something that I'd hear and be like, that's where I'm supposed to go. Follow the bell. Man, I get, you know what? And God does provide and blesses me and does things. I'm sure that you feel the same way. And you're like, oh my gosh, I did ask for this. And I read someplace, or was this like a meme on Instagram?
Which is also
a
wisdom.
But something about asking for things, or like being mindful of things that you have that you prayed for. I'm totally butchering that quote, but sometimes we forget that. And to sit back, like where you are, whatever it is that you have, or that you're close to having or experiencing, or where you are physically or mentally or whatever. Like, yeah.
Do you have any spiritual practices or habits to check in on if my prayer's been answered, or to listen?
Not really, do I? I don't know. What do you do?
I like to go for walks.
Okay.
I'm a big fan of going for walks. I like to clean.
I should do more. Me too. I love cleaning. I love cleaning and cooking and rearing children. I'm a woman. Clean all the time. That's when I get my thinking. Okay.
You know, for me, I do a lot of nonprofit or transformation work or community work where you don't get to see the end result, maybe ever.
Yeah.
You're planning like really far ahead, or it's very small. So I love when something's super, like the house is trashed, and waking up, putting on a motivating podcast, and it going from trash to spectacular. It's just,
nice.
It gives me that feeling in life that, you know, other professions get.
Yeah.
Like if you create something and you get to see it, you know, we get to see that sometimes with our art, but.
Yeah, but still, even with that.
Yeah.
It's hard because it's like a film will take years or something.
Exactly.
You won't, you know, or like that joke it's not like just written. It takes time to get to where it is. And then you don't even necessarily see the payoff of that until like 10 years later when you have a show. So that's a good thing. So maybe I should start doing that. So clean up a lot more.
Well, I know some people like bake. Like I know some directors, and Adora, you know, does that as well, where getting to do a specific, because baking you have to use a specific formula.
Yes, and I actually like baking more than cooking.
There you go.
I kind of don't like cooking. I like feeding people, which might sound weird. I like feeding people, but I don't really like cooking, especially for myself. But baking I do because it's so precise. You have to have the right amount of liquid and like your dry, what is it called? Products? Solids? It's not solids.
Stuff.
Dry ingredients. Dry ingredients.
There we go.
Stuff that's not liquid. And or it's all off. It's science. I think that's maybe I like that part.
And I like spin glass.
Really? Yeah. It hurts my butt too much.
Well,
like I hear you get over that. Or no, or your butt never hurt.
I stand a lot.
It's just I have a friend that got really into it, and she teaches that. I've gone. I don't really like people telling me how to feel. Come on, let's go.
I love it.
You love it? You're like, yeah, I'm motivated.
Super loud music. Almost all the lights are turned off, and they're like, it's just you and the bike. I've interviewed my spin teacher for a podcast.
It was great. They like, is he like that or she like that off the bike too?
I think it's like, because people expect me to be very, like, what's your gratitude?
Yeah.
Or like, when you hang out with me, I'm chill. So I think a lot of us have when we're on, and then when we're like
Absolutely.
chill.
Absolutely.
I'm not the kind of, like, people like Oprah, and a lot of them are introverts.
Really?
So I think a lot of us who seem extroverted are actually introverts.
Yeah.
But when we have a role, we can be
that's true.
extroverted.
Yeah. I think I might be extroverted. But I definitely am a lot more, I've been told that I'm a lot more serious than people who don't know me when they meet me, especially in settings like this.
Like what, interviews?
But yeah, I think I'm extroverted. I actually was trying to test and see if I was like an introverted extrovert or whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I think I get energy from being around people.
Mm-hmm. And I could like live in a cabin for months.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm a homebody though, but I like hate it. Like I'll be home and I'm like, I probably should. And then when I get out, I feel better. Because I'm busy cleaning my house and cooking and baking cookies in my heels. Like, oh, woman.
Let's go in on there. What's it like dating in LA?
Oh, I would really like to know. Because I don't. It's I was on another podcast and I talked about that and they were like, "What's?" I was like, "It's just dry."
Have you used any of the apps?
That
sounds like a tundra, frozen tundra.
That's yeah. Sorry, I don't use apps. I'm too scared.
Oh, that's probably why.
I don't.
Apps are the best.
They're the best.
I think so. That's why I met Adora.
Shut up. What app were y'all on? You were not on OkCupid. Shut up.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Really?
I think here's two reasons I like apps.
And you aren't trash at all. You're not.
I don't think so.
Like you're not a trash douchey dude.
So I did have. I feel like the odds were stacked in my favor because of that.
Listen, I feel like the opposite. The trash dude, they are winning.
Well, they try to play the numbers game where they're like, hello.
Hey, they're beautiful. Hi, they're pretty. Oh my God, if I get another. Okay, we just met. I miss you. I got one of those. I met you for 60 seconds in Whole Foods. How do you miss me?
What?
I'll have to tell you about that story. We'll get into that one. We'll get into that story. But yeah, you were telling me about OkCupid. I want to hear about the positive story.
One, I like how we both know why we're meeting up. It's not
it's not like, hey.
Yeah, or we're friends already, and then I'm like, do you have feelings? Because I'm having... No, you don't, then I don't either.
Yeah, right? You know I mean? Psych feelings are dumb.
Or it doesn't work out. It's like, we weren't friends to begin with.
Yeah.
So, like, it might hurt a little bit, but I'll get over it.
Yeah.
And I like on OkCupid how you can search by questions people answered.
Oh, really?
So
I've never been on apps. I don't even know how they work. I didn't even understand. I mean, because a lot of people talk about Tinder so much in like comedy, I understand it a little bit, but I've never even.
I don't like Tinder because it's mostly about how you look.
Yeah,
and there's lots
that's problematic. I think
hot people out there, but how do you like build a life?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I'm looking for.
Okay, well, that's good to know. A nice positive story. I feel like I know someone else who met their partner on one of the apps. So I'm like, okay, well, that's good to know, a positive story. But yeah, I feel like for the most part, and it could just completely be the story that I'm putting in my head that what I'm looking for won't be on there. But
what are you looking for?
Someone who's not trash. Listen, the bar's
low. That's what you don't want.
I don't want trash. All right, I don't want trash. Nothing recycled.
What's your ingredients of a loving relationship?
Ooh, I would like to know. I don't know. I don't get those.
Well, you have them in your friendships, I hope. I
do. You're right. I'm a really good lover. I love so hard, and I am a good friend, so I would make a great wife. Did I say that?
You did.
I'm kidding. I think respect. Mm-hmm. I think a sense of humor. You have to have humor and be able to laugh,
of course,
with each other, and the ability to be vulnerable with each other. I cannot believe I'm saying all of this.
You're demonstrating vulnerability. What was this? Is this a knife in your stomach?
Why is it happening? I think attraction is like physical attraction is important and necessary, but I think like just being mentally stimulated by each other and challenging each other is important. Like I want to be with someone who can challenge and check me, that sort of thing. I can do as well.
What are some of the things that, and like issues and conversations that you're passionate about talking about?
In general, donuts from Donut Friends.
Okay.
I really like donuts and sugar. Maybe about like what we can do to be of service to other people. I think that's important to some degree, whatever that is. I think it's important to have somebody or someone who cares about that or has something like bigger than themselves.
Yeah.
It's important. So, like, no atheists. Sorry, you're out. That's the deal breaker right after Florida.
Really?
Being a
Atheist,
Gator.
really?
Yeah, if you're a Gator fan. I just feel like first of all, I don't believe people are atheists.
Ooh.
I think that you're worshiping something. Like something's
Have you talked to atheists?
I mean, I have some, I guess. Well, at least the ones that I've met are like, I got all this from me. It's like, like everything I've gotten is just from me. So, but I think fundamentally I probably would want to connect with someone spiritually on a certain level. And I could be naive. So slide in my DMs, I guess, if you have a beard. Because then you can't be atheist and then like not have a beard. Like, what are you bringing to the table?
It can be a compromise.
Slide in my DMs and explain to me. Yeah. So I don't want you looking at me crazy, but I'm like, oh, I'm about to fast. You'd be like, oh, I'm about to eat this ham hock, so enjoy. Because what you're doing is dumb.
I think you can be respectful and an atheist.
And I guess I just don't know enough, because all of us I know are like, what you're doing is dumb.
I know people who are just do not believe in God, but have no problem with people believing in God.
That's good, which I think is helpful. And I feel the same way. Like, because also, I'm sure, Muslims are like that they're Muslim, but then have a problem with other people not being. And that's what I can't get down with anything.
Those are the smelly Muslims.
Lord, I can't. So, yeah.
One time we had talked and I had introduced you as an activist. And you were like, am I?
Am I? Right? Am I? I don't think I'm an activist. Like, I ain't marching in no streets.
So what is activism to you?
People painting themselves, people holding signs.
Painting themselves?
I guess painting.
Like with
their
what?
Bodies. I don't know. Like
football?
Those are active.
Like so when I run from the police, sun doesn't get in my eye.
People who are activists, I feel like, are being way more active. Actual activists,
okay,
and not social media activists, are being way more active than I am being.
Okay,
but listen, I'll retweet. I will retweet your hashtag. I will reply to your comment. Yes, I'm with you. BLM. Oh my gosh. But like, I'm not getting shot by the police. You're like, oh, you will? Yeah, and I think that's great. Listen, I will hashtag never forget.
I hear you, but I also have experienced you as somebody who is actively trying to make the world a better place.
That's true. I'm being silly.
It is. I agree.
That's what this is on the internet in perpetuity. This girl. Listen, I'm about the movement. But you know what I really can't stand, though? I don't ever change my Facebook profile. Like, I don't do that. Like, to a color. No. That's, like, I think the problem is that some people, like, mislabel what activism is.
Like, they do it as a performance.
Yes. And that's what I'm, like, uncomfortable with. And that's probably why I also don't like the label. Because, I don't like a lot of performative stuff. Like, oh, I'm volunteering here, or I'm donating. Sometimes I'm like, okay, just do it.
Exactly. Don't just do it for the likes.
Yeah. Posting. See, oh, look, there's a homeless person on the street. Hold on. I'm going Facebook Live. Hey, guys, I just saw this guy. He looks like he's homeless. I'm assuming because he looks dirty.
They give him the money.
Right? Hold on.
Like, give me back.
Right? Hey, wave to my followers. Like, there are people doing that.
I agree.
So, yeah.
So let's go back to when you said you were out here in LA. Then we went on this really long side tangent, which was fun.
Well, French toast.
You were about to take us through how you finally decided, I know it's scary, but I'm going to do stand-up.
Stand-up?
Where you got on the stage for the first time.
Yeah, I was, I had been going to, I've been wanting to do it, and I randomly met somebody at maybe an audition or something, and he was like, oh, I do comedy. So he said, this is the mic that he goes to. And we went, and I watched for a long time. I just would go to mics and watch and watch. Yeah. And then finally I got the courage to get up, and then I started doing, my own jokes. And I did, a year later, I did Comic View.
What's that?
It's a comedy show that was on BET in the early 90s, and they revived it in 2014.
So a year later, you're on BET.
It's just crazy.
That's amazing.
It's crazy, and I'm very embarrassed about, but I mean, in the sense that because I hadn't been doing comedy for 10 years or something. So because I was so green in it. True story. I barely had 10 minutes when I got it. Gosh, this is on the internet.
But sometimes it's not about how many hours you put in.
Listen, you tell that to other people, because
I do.
Yeah, it was something that really worked out. It happened, and it was fun, and it was a great experience. And but that's what happened, how I first got into doing stand-up. And I did a competition, California's Funniest Female competition. I did it, and that's how I helped put a set together. And so I placed the first year, and the second year I won it. And then I got a comedy show at IO West, which no longer exists now as of a few months ago. But the original Improv Olympic IO is in Chicago, and I was doing a comedy show there called Suburban Gangster Comedy. And but that's how I got into stand-up, and it's fun. I love it. It's can be very therapeutic, but I also get a similar enjoyment from doing live theater sketch. Theater. Yeah, what were you gonna say?
Cocaine.
Yes, and cocaine as well. Cocaine. I love that. I did say hi, didn't I? Okay. And we're in LA. That would make sense.
And we're trying to get that person at work.
Right, listen.
To be like, what?
Right, that's true. Cocaine, yeah. So that's my drug of choice right after stand-up. When there's no mics, I'm just give me some cocaine. They got some cocaine, and I can get that, I'm sure, in 5 minutes. I've never tried. I should see how quick it is, just to see if I can get it.
No, that's not.
I'm sure it's easy. I hear. I'm scary. I've never done a drug, and I don't judge. I'm a square. I never smoked weed. Not even in high school. I remember we had on senior skip day. Sorry, mom and dad. People were smoking weed, and I'm no, I'm good. I've always been a square.
Do you drink at all, or have you ever drank?
I did, and I yes, alcohol's great. But the very first time I drank alcohol, I was 17. Sorry, mom and dad. And but I'm such a square, a dork, that because we had done alcohol awareness training or some sort of class to learn about it in high school.
So it made you aware, and you're like, let me get some.
Yeah, well, I was I'm getting ready to go to college, and I know I'm going to drink alcohol because that's what you do in college. And I went to the Florida State University. It's a big party school. So I thought the mature thing to do would be to experiment with alcohol while I'm around my friends in my safe community before I go off to a foreign city, which is just 4 hours away. And so I remember at this party, it was senior at the end of the year, and I took a shot or two of a wine cooler. Wine cooler is like juice with a little bit of alcohol. And I remember going, I feel the effects of the alcohol. My nervous system is slowing down. That was a direct quote I said at 17. You guys know, I think I'm getting drunk right now. Yeah, that was my alcohol.
Nice.
I mean, I picked up the pace later.
Yes, me too. Yes.
What was your favorite drink of choice?
$6 bottle of whiskey.
A six.
Yeah,
That's
liter.
cheap, right?
Yeah, I'd get a liter, $6 bottle.
Whiskey?
Drink the whole thing by myself.
Oh my gosh, real. You know what? I say that. I used to drink Hennessy. I used to
Sounds expensive.
Tequila. I don't really remember anymore. Did I like tequila or rum? This is terrible. I'm like reminiscing. Rum. I like mojitos a lot and margaritas. I never really liked vodka. Was okay. Do you remember what is it called? The really potent one. 100.
151?
151? Yeah, I know. I'm not sure. I don't know. Yeah. You know. Oh, yeah. Oh, I remember. Yeah, that's really strong. I feel like I haven't had that since freshman year of college. But.
Yeah. I stopped drinking when I was almost 21.
Oh, no, not almost 21.
I know.
That's hilarious. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's a thing where I don't miss it. Not really. I just miss the social aspect of it because I feel like when you don't drink, people are like, well, what's wrong with you? Right? Do you ever get that?
Not anymore.
Really? Not anymore.
When I was in college, I did.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. So you must have different circles because, or people will assume, if I'm not drinking that, if I tell them, because I don't volunteer that I don't drink, but if it gets brought up or someone asks and they push, they're like, oh, you're sober. Something happened. I'm like,
I bring these bottled Martinellis to all parties I go to.
It's cute.
Like the champagne looking ones.
I love it.
Martinelli's is pour that into my red cup. And they don't know.
They don't know that. They're like, you math. Yeah, turn up.
I've done beer pong where it was like my cups were water. And I was like, damn. And then finally someone's like, this is water. I'm like, look.
You're cheating.
I wanted to play.
Yeah. Right? The things we do. But yeah, drinking is such a social thing. And so I remember thinking that. I didn't trust people.
I miss weed.
Really? Mm-hmm. I'm interested in maybe some of the medicinal benefits of it. Like I hear it helps with cramps. Mm-hmm. Maybe like weed tea. But I don't know. I'm just like, I'm terrified of being high. But I love coffee. And sugar. And sugar is crack. I know.
Yes, it is. It is addictive.
Oh my gosh, it feels so good when you get it and when you eat it. It's like you feel it go through your body.
You do?
You feel it. I took off from sugar for like a couple weeks, maybe 3 weeks. And I remember the first time I ate it afterwards. Got shakes. Yeah.
I found in the end that getting high and getting drunk is just not worth it.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to sound like a Dare commercial, but
hey kids.
It gets in the way in the end. And I think there's such a myth that like weed makes you more creative, especially as musicians. I think that's a lie.
I had someone telling me like you need how are you going to experience? I'm like, I don't know. It would be nice if I could focus more. I have really bad ADHD, if you haven't noticed with this conversation. So
I think getting out of the way is what makes you creative.
Yeah.
Getting out of the way and just flowing.
Okay.
That's what I think makes you creative.
So I should take some walks and clean.
Some walks and clean. Yes.
And clean. Okay.
Listen to some nice podcasts like this one.
Yeah. It does help. Okay.
What's it like when a joke lands? How does that feel?
Like if I'm performing it?
Yeah. You say a joke and people are like dying, falling out of the seat laughing. How's that feel? What's that like?
That's nice. It's better than eating a donut.
Better than sugar?
Yeah, better than sugar. It's pretty amazing. It feels like, I don't know, if when you give someone a gift and you know what it is and you can't wait to see what their reaction is and like you hand it to them. And they like it. So, yeah, something like that.
That's a really good analogy.
Yeah, I just came up with that now. Wow. I'm deep.
Yes,
indeed. Yeah. So that anticipation, a build up, but like when it's something you know that they want. Or maybe they don't realize that they want. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How do you write a set?
Oh, that is a great question. Sometimes it's through like experiences. I'll get inspired, and for some reason, the Lord has it that I'll get sometimes inspired when I'm trying to fall asleep. Like right when I get there, and I'll have to wake up and write down. That's probably when my brain slows down and quiets.
Yeah, we get out of the way.
But right, I just wish I could do that all the time.
That's the goal.
But yeah, I do that, or I just talk stuff out or storytelling. But I like to write on stage.
Okay, so you do a bunch of like shows to kind of build up a set or something?
Yeah,
or am I making this up?
Yeah, you are, and I do. I'd like to. So it depends. So yeah, I don't really write like write out my jokes, but I'll feel it out on stage.
Like you'll improv a little bit?
Yeah.
And then when one
which
lands,
is terrible.
Do you incorporate
Does it land?
it?
I don't know if it lands. I haven't been doing stand-up in a while.
Oh, okay.
So
most have been doing your actressing.
Yeah, a lot more of that, but I miss my stand-up. So we'll get back to it. Because it's like this thing that, it's this relationship that you have, you know, that it just, those feelings never go away, and you can always come back to it. It's like your old faithful. You can drunk text it. I've never drunk texted anybody, but if you can drunk text it, and they'll be like, "You up? Yeah, I'm up. What you doing? Okay, I'll come over." And so
that's more like booty call, booty text it.
Yes, that's what it feels like with stand up sometimes. So it'll be there, but I miss it, and it scratches an itch that other things can't.
Yes, that's good. That's how I have this. And then my music and my poetry. Yeah. And each one does something different.
A halal itch.
Yeah, halal itch.
We're not talking about cocaine.
So, is there anything else that you wanted to speak on or that's coming up that you wanted to...
I want people to hug each other more.
Talk to me about that.
And this is probably not what you were talking about, but one of my love languages, you're familiar with the 5 love languages.
Yeah, but just in case people aren't.
Yes, because you guys need to know about these love languages.
Yes.
There are 5 major love languages, dialects that people speak or love each other. Yep. And it's romantic and other forms of love. It's platonic. Is that the other type of love? And it's acts of service, words of affirmation, physical touch, quality times, and gifts. And I'm a physical touch and quality time. Like I'm about bilingual. So that's why I'm so touchy-feely. And I love hugging people when I meet them. And even as an infant, a baby, my parents were like, I love hugging. I would touch people. And my sister was like, don't touch me. And so I still force my hugs on her because she's not a hug person. So that's not her love language. But I don't know. I just feel like this connection. I love hugging people, and I wish people would hug each other more. And it makes me sad when other people aren't comfortable with that sort of affection.
Hugging each other. I usually am more of a high five. Yeah. Because I've worked with like so many little kids who've experienced abuse. That was my profession for about 4 years. Yeah. And with women, and like I was usually the only guy, and I was usually a boss. Yeah, because guys do creepy hugs. Exactly. So I was like, high five. Yeah. Neutral, but has good energy. Good energy. Neutral. And I get that, and that makes me sad that hugging has been turned into this weird, creepy thing because humans need contact. Physical contact is important. It's not even a sexual thing. You just get like energy, and it increases the... Yes. What are they called? Endorphins? I was going to say endorphins. Isn't endorphins one of those hormones? And it's important. So like little toddlers go for people to touch and to hug, and something happens to make people not want to do that. So, or be uncomfortable. But guys do creepy hugs sometimes. It's true. And I don't feel, because I heard somebody the other day being like, feminism or all this like Me Too stuff has made it so I can't even hug people anymore. So I just want to clarify, I don't feel like that. I don't feel like it's ruined my hugs, because when I ask people like, hey, do you care, like I've never been like, that was a weird hug, so you know what I mean, like I don't feel that way. Okay, that's good. A lot of these Muslims be like, please don't hug me, sister. Or shake my hand. I know, oh my gosh, don't even give me someone that shake my hand. I'm like, okay, so you gonna tell me right now, okay, like Oprah comes up to you like, hi, I'm Oprah Winfrey. Oh, Sister Oprah. Oh, okay. It's a bit performative for me. Yes. Okay. Right. I think the whole purity thing is. Really? Okay, so it's not just me. I think especially, and I don't know if it's coming as like, like we embrace Islam later, but like I don't, and it seems like it's fine. It seems very divisive. Like, why are you not, you should be bridging. And so it's weird, but. And it's really comes back to like. Weird is a wrong word maybe to use. Yeah, like sexist. Yeah. Because it's like applied towards women, that me touching you or you singing or basically like what you do with your body determines your morality rather than like who you are as a person. Exactly. And then me touching you or hearing you sing or like if you're with your partner, me being like, cool. And how are you? Oh like my gosh, somehow, yes.
And then having full-on conversations with the air next to me. Like, can't look at me. Oh my gosh, yeah. It's jarring. I think it's more problematic. And I'm thinking, like, if you don't experience something, it heightens, it makes it more, puts more value on it. So, like, if you just shook people's hands, it wouldn't be a big deal, you know? So it's a bit extra for me. But I respect your boundary if that's what it is.
And I respect, like, men's choosing to do that, but what I don't respect is how we have institutional power to then make rules that enforce it. So if, like, you as an individual, like, I'm just not feeling like shaking hands, like, I'd be cool with it if it then didn't translate to laws in certain countries, rules in the masjid, how text is translated. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, that's really what the upsetness is.
Like, now, so everybody and other people feel uncomfortable because I'm like, when I don't see you at the mosque, you hug me. And now we're here, you're being like, oh no, let's not be weird, because other people, if you choose, I don't like touching people's hands sometimes. Sometimes I go for the hug because I don't want to, like, touch hands because germs are gross. And I think
people
about
don't
that.
wash their hands.
Oh my gosh, people do not. It's a thing I think about. And so sometimes let's just do that. Because I'm like, I just wash my hands is what I'm thinking. Sorry, spill the beans on that one. But I do like hugging people. But I get that if you don't want to touch hands for that. But it just seems a bit...
Here's something you can always do. Ask people what color the soap was when they come out of the bathroom. That's
really?
how you'll know.
Oh, I like that. What color? So, oh my gosh, I went on this date with this Muslim guy a long time ago.
Do you want to say his name and his handle so we can talk
about him? I actually don't remember. I erased it.
There you go.
I really did. I don't remember, but he was just extra. And this is probably why I'm like, am I even dating Muslim dudes anymore? Listen, where's my Jew boo at?
You're who at?
Jew boo.
Oh my god! I shouldn't have asked you to clarify.
Where's my Jew boo at? Give me one of them. But no, I went out with this guy and he was just extra. And I remember we were at a Korean restaurant. No, we were in Koreatown at a Thai restaurant. And so, yeah. And he went to the bathroom before me. And then I asked him, like, oh, how's the bathroom or something? Or asked him, no. I went to the bathroom after him and I go, something about the soap. I said, oh my gosh, I hate that the soap's almost gone. It's water. And he was like, what? I said, the soap. He was like, oh, I don't use soap. It's I don't know if it's halal or not.
No.
Yes. And I was like, what? Sometimes they use pig something. And I was like, wait a minute. So you about to eat. You went to the bathroom and you just went like this with some wudu and you good? No. So... yeah, that's made me think about that. He did not wash his hands. And I was like, wow, okay. And that was the beginning of the day.
I think sometimes people want rules because they fear the unknown. And then you can give yourself certainty that if I follow all of these rules, I'm in.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
And it's like, a lot of this is faith. That we follow this because it feels good.
Yeah, that's why I like it.
Who knows? It could end up and it's a penguin.
It's like, oh, okay.
A penguin is God. And we are screwed because what we're doing to penguins in the North Pole because of global warming.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think maybe that's what people like, to have rules and follow stuff. Because I like the stuff, the faith, it feels good.
Yeah.
You know?
This has been dope.
Yeah, this has been dope.
Do you feel a little better now that we've made it happen? Was it as...
I am in so much pain right now.
I hate you. Unfriending you now.
I'm unfriending you. I'm uncomfortable. I'm going to go cry right now. No, I feel great. Yeah.
That just reminded me. We said unfriend. I think you're really good at social media.
You think so?
And we talk about social media a lot on here. I do social media trainings for people all the time.
Oh, really? Please train me because I think my social media...
No, you're really good.
Oh, you're kind.
Especially you're really good at your Instagram stories.
I'm trying to do better. I really, really value privacy, actually. And so it's kind of uncomfortable, actually. Well, it makes me a little anxious.
So how do you balance those? So you want privacy, you want to have your own life, but you also, you probably post you post every day on Instagram stories.
I actually spent today I went back and went 48 hours without being on Instagram at all.
So for the most part.
It was like on purpose and it was, yeah.
Like if we look at 365, you probably do 98%, would you say? 95%? 90%?
Once a day? No, not that often. I will say maybe at least a few times a week.
Okay.
I try to but it's a thing that it's like this love-hate relationship. I feel like a lot of people maybe have that, but because I don't I'm really private, but I feel some sort of obligation to share certain things. And then certain things I feel like I'm supposed to share, but I'm modest about stuff. So I don't like sharing it.
So how do you, because a lot of people experience that. You know,
Yeah.
I coach a lot of people on how to use the online world to build their audience and generate income.
Please build mine. I'm at Travina Springer. Find me and the Juboo's husband.
Oh my God. We'll do another episode. We'll unpack that. She is a part of New Ground, so we're in a interfaith.
Where they at?
How do you kind of like marry those where it's scary or feels weird to promote yourself and you want privacy, but you're building a career that a lot of it's built upon sharing the work that you do?
Exactly. I can't do my work in a box. It's a part of it. Where did I read this? That someone said like it's an agreement that you make, that you have to create something, and the agreement that like an audience has to see it and share it. Like I can't just be like, I just did this play inside my house. It was so good. I killed it. And then when I did my crying scene, it was real.
But you don't tell anyone that. That's just you in the mirror.
Right, just me in the mirror, right? No one knows. Yeah. But I be killing it in
you
my
did real good.
I be killing my monologues in my house. It's kind of real. How do I balance that?
Yeah, how do you find the way to still share even though it's kind of scary?
I usually don't talk about like dating, even though I was going to tell you about that crazy guy. But I like if there's a dude on my Instagram, we are not together.
What? Oh, okay. You post a guy in your so it's not your private life.
Yeah, people are always like, "Who is that?" And I'm like, "Oh, you got trust me." My boo's not going to be on my Instagram.
That's stuff like guys are going to look like, "Damn it, I'm on Instagram."
People like, yeah, I posted a picture with one of my really good friends last Christmas, and people went crazy. It was a joke. I was like, "Oh, how happy holidays for me and Red." It was supposed to no. So I think that sort of thing I don't share. I try not to overshare certain things, and when it feels comfortable or natural and sincere, I don't like super curated and fake pages. In fact, I think I probably should. Yeah.
I don't think you should.
Share some more.
You're doing good. Your Instagrams, you're doing good.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah.
Thank
Especially
you.
your Instagram stories. I think y'all should follow Travina just to kind of copy the way you use Instagram stories. Because I'm always looking for good examples. I'm like, you have a good example for Instagram stories.
Thank you. Yeah. You're very kind. I try. I need to post, and I'll forget, though, because of my ADHD. I'll take all these pictures. Like, I'm going to post this, and then I'll forget. And then a year later, I'm like, can I still use, because my hair is different. So
Throwback Thursday.
And then I'll say, okay, I have to hold this for Throwback Thursday. And then, Thursday comes and I forget.
It's all good. We've all been there. So, last questions. As you might have heard in the beginning, shared this is my year of courage.
Okay.
What is courage to you?
Courage is standing in the face of fear and pushing through anyway. Courage is killing that spider that you see in the tub, even though you're so scared it's going to get wings and jump on your neck and kill you.
Clearly, you don't need glasses because I don't even see those when I'm in the shower.
I don't know. I like terrified of spiders, and tell you when I be like, "Ooh, all the courage to just," because there are no men around to kill the spider.
I usually call Adora. I'm like, Adora, kill this.
Yeah, I think what is courage? Being happy and existing in a space when you're told that your life is not valuable or valued. So I think that takes courage. But
it's powerful.
I was trying to be deep.
You were deep. Couldn't even see you for a while.
That came up. I'm back. Sorry, I was too busy being deep.
Do you have any courage role models?
Oh goodness. My daddy's pretty courageous. He was a Navy SEAL. That seems hard.
Dang.
Yeah. And my mom's courageous. And let's see, who else do I think is really courageous? Tony the Tiger.
Yes, they're great. He's great.
Life was hard for him. Oh my goodness. It's really courageous.
Lupita.
Shira.
Oh, okay.
I was like,
you pointed to me. I was like, Lupita.
Give me another one.
She-Ra,
I guess. I don't know. She's a superhero, right? She's not even a superhero. My bad.
Is this a real person or like a... I'm not a good comic book person.
Me
They haven't made a movie.
Me either.
I don't know.
I don't know. I do not... Listen, I tell this story. I saw a hashtag on Twitter about Civil War movie, and I said, oh my gosh, cool, there's another documentary about the Civil War. I love the Civil War. I'm super excited. So I clicked on it and was so mad when I saw it was a stupid movie about Captain America and some other character. I was like...
Did you see Black Panther, though?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Because I'm black. So that's why I watched it. And I, don't really understand superhero world stuff. I don't really get it, but... I love the movie. It was so good. Yeah, but I didn't understand why everybody was staying at the end when the credits go up.
Oh, okay.
And my sister, she's really into it. She knew why. Yeah. And so I was like, who is this guy with his arm? I don't know. So allegedly there are other movies.
Yes. This might be true. Y'all can verify out there in internet land.
Things are connected. There's an Avenger movie that just came out.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's sad.
I guess. I don't know. I'm not going to see it.
And
I probably won't.
I don't know anything about football.
Really?
Yeah.
But you know about the superhero movies, right?
Yeah.
No? Okay. So it's it always seems very important, whatever's happening. I was like, can we get somebody superhero to take out Trump? In a safe way. Take him to a planet or the moon with love so he can colonize there.
I'm hoping he's going to take himself out. That's what I hope.
Oh my gosh. Inshallah. Everything happens for a reason.
I mean.
Verily, with every hardship, there is ease.
I mean. 2 more questions for you.
Okay.
What is the reward, or what makes it worth it walking that journey of courage?
I think maybe looking back and reflecting on what you were able to do and thinking about whatever you were so afraid of before you made that step or were able to kill that spider.
There you go.
Think about because I think there are things that hold us back, or things that are holding us back.
Yeah.
And we have fear. And so, but when you get over it, or you do whatever the thing is, or experience whatever the thing is, and you can reflect on, that's what I was afraid of. And the good feels you get after you done it.
That's dope.
Whatever that is. Does that make sense?
It does, because I think of, I always think of my future self sitting in bed and being like, I didn't do it because I was afraid.
Right?
I don't want to do that.
Right?
So the opposite, laying in bed and being like, I did do it.
Yeah. It's kind of silly when you think, I was so scared for whatever. Because usually whatever the worst case scenario is not even a likely scenario at all.
That's dope. Let's do some shameless self-promotion right now.
Okay.
Where can folks reach out to you, tell you how awesome they are, slide into your DMs?
Please slide into my DMs. I would love to go to dinner.
Yes, indeed.
Only if you're not trash. So, really no one slides in my DMs like that, really. Well, here's the thing.
I'm sure they eventually will.
I mean, ish. Let's see. Yes, you can find me on Instagram.
Okay.
At Travina Springer.
Okay.
Travina. Springer, standard spelling like Jerry Springer. No, we're not related. And I guess I technically have a Twitter account. Yeah, I tweet sometimes.
But Instagram's where it's mostly at.
Yeah, that's where it's mostly at. I'm on a mod team at UCB, which is a sketch house team, UCB, the Upright Citizens Brigade. And so we have a sketch comedy show once a month.
That sounds hilarious and awesome.
Yeah, we had one last night. I was a member of Migos. Yeah.
I saw that picture.
What is that?
Oh my gosh, it was so real.
I had to rap on stage, and when I tell you the level of anxiety that I had, listen. Yeah, so I had to do some research. They have a song, Walk It, Talk It.
Okay.
I had to research it. Let's see. Am I supposed to...
Do you want to plug your website, or do you want people to just go to your Instagram?
Maybe do that. There is technically a website, but what do you want to do with the website? I want you to interact with me. Talk to me, say hi, ask me questions. Please don't ask me how to get in the industry, because if I knew, I would be in there and I would be so busy that I wouldn't see your message.
Don't ask questions you can Google.
Oh my God, listen. So, can you recommend?
No.
Look, I'm sure you get those DM slides. Questions that you can Google.
When people usually ask me that, I usually refer them to one of my courses. So I want people to ask me those kind of questions.
True. What is Ramadan?
Oh, no, not like that. More like, how can I make money online, or how can I build my social media?
Okay, that makes sense. Then we go ahead and have courses. That makes sense. But no. I want you to tell me in this DM.
What Ramadan is? I haven't gotten those.
No. Okay. That's nice.
So, all of that, if you're on the go, if you're working, hopefully we made you laugh a bunch. But otherwise, the show notes are tommerl.com/Travina. It's already been spelled, but we'll do it again. Travina, tommerl.com/Travina. All the show notes, how you can get a hold of Travina, are there. This has been amazing. I appreciate you taking this risk. Because I know I was like, what is this, Tom?
Yeah.
And
I asked that several times.
And you got here, we had all the lights, and it's like, oh my God, what's going on? Mm-hmm. And you took a chance.
It's an intervention. If someone comes to the door.
And we're filming it. So, appreciate that.
Yeah,
and I know that the folks listening appreciate that too.
Yeah, thank you for listening.
Yes, and watching. And
watching.
Let Travina know you appreciate it. Because
slide in my DMs.
There it is. Slide.
I'm kidding.
I'm kidding. I like my guys to have
you can find me at Venmo too. You can Venmo me if you're just feeling so inclined.
Do it. Someone send $5. No, $5.39. Send $5.39.
Or if it's to know that you're.
So you know it was from here. Dude.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it mean the world. They just search your name on Venmo?
Yes.
Okay.
I guess.
Travina Springer. There it is. Would love for you to have the last word. So what is your invitation to my audience to reflect upon, to do, to be, to see, to get free?
Oh dear.
To climb a tree?
I'd invite you all to be kinder and easier on yourself. Mm-hmm. So I need to take that advice myself as well. Too. But, don't be so hard on yourself. So take a moment and, be gentle with your person, with your spirit, because we get enough negative influences from the outside.
I mean, well said. Yeah. Thank you for ending on that note.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
And once again, this has been super fun. High five.
High five.
Appreciate it. Y'all, you're the best. Thanks for once again sharing your attention, your time, for sitting with us through this extravaganza of hilariousness and some deepness in there.
So deep.
And getting to know Travina. As always.
It's so deep in the knees.
Yes, we're trying to sign off here. Okay? You're ruining my sign off.
I'm sorry.
No, you can sing.
Take it back. It was like, so deep. That's not the words. But go ahead. Those are not.
What song are you singing?
Weak by SWV.
Oh, I feel not as cool.
They don't have that in Wisconsin?
I don't know. Who's SWV?
SWV? No?
No. I feel
it's like okay. I'll play it for you.
Cool right now.
It's okay.
What kind of music?
It's R&B, yeah.
Is it an abbreviation for something I might know?
Sisters with Voices.
Oh, no, I haven't.
Sisters with Voices, I think. I'll have to play some SWV.
Like in Wisconsin, I'm sure there are people who listen to that, but they were not around me. I just like...
But it's like an old classic.
Okay.
It's an old school song. I get so weak in the knees, I can hardly speak. I lose all control, and something takes over me in a daze. No? Okay.
But I feel there are people singing along with you.
I want you to stay. She had that voice.
It sounds familiar.
Yeah.
What's another one I might know?
That was like their hit. Okay, they had another one.
Which is another song that's awesome.
Another song.
I want to go out knowing a song.
The song. Okay, all right. No, I don't know. I want to love you. PYT, pretty young thing.
You're doing me wrong here. What's this?
You don't know PYT? That is Michael Jackson. Okay.
Also, did I grow up around Michael Jackson?
I was gonna. Oh.
I know.
Are you Mormon?
No, but I dated somebody and they introduced me to Michael Jackson, and I will always thank them for that.
Oh my gosh.
That is the gift they gave me.
Michael Jackson. Okay, let's see. I don't know.
I knew the Free Willy song because I saw Free Willy.
Okay. How about? Okay. What about Sweet Home Alabama?
You don't gotta go with that. That's like super. Oh my gosh. Too far. Okay, try another one.
Okay.
This is a fun act. This is fun. I think we should do this with every guest. That song.
Another song.
Yeah.
Let's see. Shake it off, I shake it off. I just know this. That's terrible. Maybe it's my voice. Okay, all right. I don't know why now. Shana Paul. Just make it. No, that's not it. hold on. The bad. Okay. No, hold on. How about this? Okay.
I'm so crossing my fingers. I know this one.
All the single ladies.
Yes, I know this one.
Single ladies.
All the single ladies.
Okay. And put your hands up. I'm single.
I'm more like, who run the world?
Girls, I hate that song.
Oh, what the heck?
So I'm like, it's not accurate, Beyonce. We don't. We're oppressed.
Yeah,
we
but
make
it's
75 cents to the
it's
dollar.
a vision. It's a vision.
Just like, flag on the play. We don't. I would love to. Sorry.
Do you like her new album? Have you listened to it?
I haven't. You know, I like Beyonce a little bit more now. I'm not a, what is it called? A bae. Not at all. Sorry. Please don't come in my DMs. She's cool though, but she's like more unapologetically black now, which is nice. Like, okay, Beyonce, we see you. Mm-hmm. So that part is cool. But I haven't. Her new album that came out on Tidal? Mm-hmm. Okay. No, I haven't, but I heard it's good. Good? Okay, mm-hmm. I'll check it out.
Jay-Z.
You know that though, but you don't know Michael.
I know Michael now. I just didn't know that one.
Okay. I want to love you. PYT for the young thing. You need some loving. TLC to the loving girl. And I'll take you there. My voice is gonna sound horrible. I can sing a little, y'all. I'm sorry.
I'm glad you went there though. Appreciate it. Boom. What's another? I know. So I know the Hold Me Like a River. I know that one, of course, because I watched frequently.
How about like Michael? What about anything from
Morphine? You doing morphine? I know that one, of course.
What You're Doing Morphine?
Yeah.
What is You're Doing Morphine? That's not a song.
It's got a song called Morphine.
There's not a song called Morphine.
Yes.
I don't believe this.
Yeah. Demerol. That's what he says and starts singing about Demerol.
No.
She's doing morphine. Yeah. It's called Morphine.
I gotta hear this. I don't believe. What album is that?
We're pulling it up right now while we're on the show. No, it's called Morphine. Yeah.
Okay, after this. Morphine?
Is this true? Do you know a song called Morphine by
Michael Jackson?
I have no idea about a song called Morphine. You all have been here like an hour and a half.
You don't know this Morphine. He said Michael Jackson. What is, he doesn't know SWV, weak. I guess.
Do you know it?
I know SWV.
Yeah. He was like, what is that?
She started singing Sweet Home Alabama. I was like,
let's
sing a song. Like, I'm not that white. Like, I am a white hick. But that's more southern. That's what she finally sang a Beyonce song, and I knew that song.
But I'm just like, it's kind of like an old classic, though.
Yeah, but old classics.
But I can sing. I know songs from the 70s, though.
Okay, let's try some of that.
Okay, how about
rounding
up?
Yeah,
right.
We're running up, and we're keeping all of this, by the way. We tried to sign off.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, I like. I'm trying to remember how that goes. Hold on. It's an Eagles song.
Eagles. I don't know Eagles.
You know the Eagles?
Like, my family listened to, like, the Beach Boys.
Of course.
Bob Seger.
Okay.
Rod Stewart.
Okay. Where the girls are warm.
Oh. Is this... the Midwest farmer's daughters always make them feel alright.
Yeah.
I think a French bikini in the wild, wild sun. In the world. I wish
they all could be California girls. They all could be California.
I wish they all could be California girls. There we go. That was dope.
Not with my vocal.
We did some nice harmonies there.
Yeah, a little
I feel
bit.
like it's dope. Okay, now we're gonna head out, y'all. Thanks for listening. As always, we're wishing you peace and blessings. Thank you. One more thing. I'd love to continue the conversation. Feel free to join me at tomearl.com/join. Subscribe below, or let's connect on social media. Tom Earl Artist. Thanks again for watching.